Hi, everyone. I've gotten a lot of requests from several of you, some of you more forceful than others, that you'd really like to see some video tutorials. And I thought that I'd get started with a video tutorial for New Year's Eve because my absolute favorite way to put on makeup is for a special event. Even if it's just going out to dinner, I love playing with makeup and I love trying different looks. The look that I'm going to share with you tonight is the one you see on my face right now. It's got a lot of drama, it's got some pretty classic colors, and it has a lot of flexibility so that you can participate in it however way you feel comfortable. Okay, as you can tell, I have taken off all of my makeup and now I'm ready to start with my routine. So here we go. Okay, next I'm going to go in with concealer, and I have two different kinds of concealers. You can absolutely have one that either does double duty, or some of you might not even need two different ones. The first concealer I'm going to use is this Maybelline Age Rewind, and it's the concealer in the color Brightening. I only use this under my eyes. It's awesome. It has a slight pink cast, and so it really takes away those under eye circles and lifts that color up. This is only for under the eyes though. Then the other one I'm going to use is the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. This is one that's specific for any type of red spot or discoloration. Now, this might seem like way too much concealer for under the eye, but what I can tell you is that this actually does so much to brighten the eyes that I actually want to take that onto the cheekbones too. And I'm going to blend this out with a blending brush. This one is a simple one. It's from Morphe Brushes. It's, I think, $7. I'll link to it below. But you can use any kind of thicker brush, and you can also use your fingers. And for this, I want to make sure I'm going all the way down, highlighting the cheekbone, and then going all the way up. And then I'm getting way into the inner corner. Now I'm going to set my powder, and I'm going to actually set my whole face. The setting powder that I like to use is super cheap. It's from the drugstore. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte. And I use the translucent color, but you can also use a color that matches your skin tone. Okay, so I've set the face, and now the last two steps that I'm going to do are contouring the face and putting a little bit of blush on. I like to use a pretty small brush for my contour brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Then for my blush, I'm using a really great blush. This one you can find at Ulta. You can also get it, I believe, at Sephora. This is the Benefit Rockateur blush, and it's a little bit rose gold. It's an awesome tone for especially fall and winter. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do before I move on to the eyes is do my brows. And I like to be kind of no muss, no fuss with my brows. If you prefer drawing your brows on with a pencil, that's great. But I prefer just using a really quick product. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow, and it's awesome. Okay, the brows are done, and now I'm finally ready to move on to the eye part of the look, the most fun part, if you ask me. Today I'm going to be using a product called the Lorac Pro Palette. This is another item that you can buy at Ulta. You can't buy it at Sephora. You can also get it online. The Lorac Pro palette is an amazing palette. Before you put anything like this on, though, you always want to make sure you have an eye base. So today I'm going to use my MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. And this look, you can actually use just one brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush, but you can also use one of the ones that I suggested in my blog post about eye brushes. With this brush, I'm just going to dip it into two pretty neutral colors, the mauve and the light brown. I'm just going to put it in the crease. So I'm going back and forth in windshield wiper motions, and it might seem like I'm doing this way too much, but in my opinion, you really can't blend this too much. Okay, so that's one eye. You can already see the difference in the definition. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up the crease. Now that I've blown out the crease and I've given a good transition, I'm gonna deepen it up with two of my absolute favorite colors from the palette. One is called Pewter, and it's kind of a deep mauve, and then the one right next to it is called Garnet. You'd think that Garnet is not a good color, but they actually mix well together. The Pewter provides a little bit of cool tone, and the Garnet provides some warmth. I'm going to use mostly Pewter, and then I'm going to touch it up with Garnet. And I'm actually going to take some Pewter and go down onto the V, and then blend it the rest of the way. Then I'm picking up some Garnet on the same brush, tapping it off a little bit, and then I'm going to go right into the V only. Then I'm going to go in with light pink, which is a really, really bright color, but muted. And I'm going to press this right onto the bottom part of the lid where we haven't put any shadows yet. Then I'm going in with Cream, which is a really, really light color. And I'm just going to dust this right underneath my brows. Okay, so that's mostly the finished eye look. You could always go darker with some more depth and dimension by adding in one of the darker colors in the palette, or you could tone it down by not putting in the Pewter or the Garnet, or just picking one or the other. Now all we need to do is add some eyeliner and mascara. The eyeliner I'm going to use today is a pen liner. It's from Sephora. It's from the Kat Von D line, but you can also find great liquid eyeliners at the drugstore. Basically what you're looking for is a felt tip pen. It can be thin like this one, or it can be a little bit wider. If you're using a pen like this, it makes the application of the liner so much easier. I'm going to show you how I do my wing. I start out by just lining my eye very thin. No wing, I'm just lining my eye. Now, I'm looking into a mirror over here, and I'm going to tip my head back and look down to create the wing shape. I'm going to start by drawing the line. And then basically what I want to do, I want to meet this line up with the rest of my liner. So do you see how I did that? There's actually a space there that I need to fill in. And that's all you have to do. I really, really believe that these thin liner pens make the job so much easier. It's like writing on the line instead of trying to paint it on with a paintbrush. Then I'm going to finish it up with some mascara. If you tend to get mascara on your lid when you're applying it, I have a really easy solution for you. Use a mirror and tip your head backwards while you do it, because then your eyelashes are not going to be able to even hit the top of your lid. Now, the very last thing that we need to do is put on some lipstick. And you could do any color with this. You could do a bold lip, you could do a completely neutral lip, you could do just gloss, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to show you my personal choice. It's my absolute favorite lipstick that there is. It's the lipstick from MAC in the color Fanfare. It's a creamy kind of blush nude. It looks good on so many different people. It's a great neutral, and it makes the eyes the statement instead of the lips. And that's it. The look is finished. Now, in order to make your makeup last all night, I recommend one specific product. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Spray. I use it day, night, summer, winter. It's my go-to setting spray. Close your eyes. And that's it. As soon as the setting spray is finished, then I'm done and I'm ready to go to the party. Thanks so much for watching, and Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have a really great start to 2015, and maybe you'll ring in the new year with a new makeup look. Cheers!